That is a perfect rainbow. That rainbow is ending over there, so maybe that's a sign we should go fish over there. That's a nicer one. Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're out here at a local lake. I have my brother-in-law Micah with me again. The last time that we went out we had a very tough day. We only caught about 5 bass between the two of us in about 5 or 6 hours. It was really hot and the conditions were just really tough. So today I have Micah with me again and we're out here at a local lake that is just a good place to come out and put a few bass in the boat. So that's what we're going to try to do today. We're going to try to redeem ourselves from the last time that we were out. For me personally, I'm going to be weighing my best 5, and I would like at least 8 pounds of bass. That's a minimum. And then a pretty good day, we're going to say, is 10 pounds of bass for our best 5. And a home run day is going to be a 12-pound bag. The one caveat is there's some weather moving in here later in the morning. So we may be getting off the water in just about 2 or 3 hours if the weather doesn't behave. At most, we're only going to be out here 5 hours. So we got to get out here, pattern these bass, and put a few bass in the boat. But as always, I appreciate y'all watching. All right, let's go fishing. Start off with a little top water first thing. The barometric pressure is perfect for fishing topwater. In my opinion, it's hanging out just at or under 30 millimeters of mercury, and I really like topwater fishing with that pressure system, and it's supposed to be relatively stable. There's a new moon out, so typically the topwater bite's pretty good after a new moon, but we'll have to see if the bass agree with that. Try a speed worm real quick. Ooh, that's promising. That was a bite. Small bite. Well, that gets the skunk out of the boat, but that is definitely not going to go a pound. Oh boy, that is not good at all. First one of the day, that is a dink. Thank you, buddy. First one in the boat. Not a keeper, but skunk is out of the boat. It's always a good feeling. But for them to count today, they have to weigh at least a pound. I'm already seeing a bunch of clouds building up out of the south where these storms are supposed to be moving from. That is not good. We're gonna head over to a few spots that I would like to fish over here on the south end of the lake and see what we can get away with, because I don't think that we are going to be spending as much time out here as I thought. So we'll just see what we can catch before Mother Nature pushes us off the lake. Seeing bait move around, something you always want to see. Continue with the speed worm for a little bit. That's a nicer one. All right, well, that's gonna help us out to get to at least 8 pounds a day. Oh man, that's not a bad one at all. On the old speed worm. It's a good 2.5 pounder or so. Let's get a weight on you real quick. What do you think, Micah?
I'm gonna say 2.4.
2 pounds 4 ounces?
Yeah, let's see.
I'm gonna go 2.5 on the nose. 2 pounds 11 ounces.
Chunky.
It's a pretty fish.
Nice.
That bass has definitely been buried in the grass for a while. It is dark. Healthy fish. Thank you, buddy. There we go. Okay, well, that one's definitely going to help towards that minimum of 8 pounds. Before I leave, I'm going to try skipping this dock. I'm using a lot lighter gear than I normally use, just for it to be a little bit more fun pulling these bass out from underneath the docks. So let's see if they've moved up underneath here yet. It's definitely still early, but there might be some under there. Well, I guess they're under the docks. Not a giant. I just broke my digital scale clamp there, but I think I'll still be able to get these fish on. Zeroed out. £1 pound 7 ounces. All right, another great fish to start the day off with. Get this net out of the way. Thank you, buddy. That is 2 keepers. Let's keep that pace up. That is a perfect rainbow. You don't see them that good too often. That rainbow is ending over there, so maybe that's a sign we should go fish over there. Let's follow the rainbow. Try throwing the speed worm around a little bit. right, another keeper on the speed worm. Yeah, that'll keep for sure. Zeroed out. 1 pound, 6 ounces. Not a bad one. Another solid little keeper. Thank you, buddy. See if there's any more takers for the speed worm. Rain's starting to pick up. It was not supposed to rain this early. I'm fine with it drizzling because it's been hot out here. But typically in Florida, there are other things that come along with rain. Okay, I'm gonna have to put the rear GoPro up. It is not waterproof the way that I have it rigged up. We will just be running the chesty, it looks like, because the rain's starting to pick up. Okay, so rear GoPro is put away. It looks like the rain is pretty well settled in at this point. So we'll just be running the chesty from now on. It's been a while since I fished in the rain. Of course, I left my rain jacket in the truck. It's actually kind of nice. Had a bite. Okay, well, I guess they're still biting the speed worm even in the rain. I don't know how that one didn't get the hook. It must have been pretty small. Circle back around and fish this area again. I don't know if that's gonna keep. Check real quick. It's probably just barely gonna miss it. All right, let's see here. Zeroed out. Yep, just barely missed it. Wow, we were close. All right, that's another one. Just barely missed keeping it. Thank you, buddy. I think we're gonna have intermittent little showers, so just gonna continue to run the chesty. It's all just south of me is all covered in rain. I can see it off in the distance. So we'll put whatever fish in the boat we can until it gets too sketchy, but right now that rain is just cooling us off, so I don't mind sticking around. Mike is on the other side of the lake. Hopefully he's faring well over there. Water temperature is quickly approaching 90 degrees right now. Putting the fish back in the water feels like a bathtub. It's crazy. We're gonna square bill through there real quick. Okay, on the square bill. I think that's just gonna barely keep. He was not going anywhere. 1 pound, 3 ounces. Okay, that is the 4th keeper. Thank you, buddy. We need 2 or 3 2+ pounders to get to our minimum of 8 pounds. That 2 pound, 11 ounce bass is definitely going to go a long way, but we're going to need to find some better quality. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to run the rear GoPro, and I'm just going to put an internal battery in it. And once this dies, we'll just not have a rear GoPro. There you go. Perfect. It looks like the storms may be pushed back a little bit. I see some rain off in the distance, but right now looks like we may have a little while to fish. Definitely still playing it all by ear, but this looks promising. Gotta get over here to these docks straight ahead and start putting some fish in the boat. Okay, we made it. Over the past 2.5 hours, we have figured out what these bass are keyed in on. The Wacky Rig Cinco under docks, the speed worm definitely, and I think the square bill may play a role for the rest of the morning. We got about 2.5 hours to fish if Mother Nature lets us. So we're gonna start off skipping this dock and work in those other 2 baits in between. Not getting a good feeling about that dock. Let that speed worm get down deep in the grass out there. Okay, found one offshore. Not a bad one either. It's gonna be close to 2. Nice fish. That will fill our limit. And it will also help our overall average. That'll be close to 2. £1 pound, 13 ounces. That is our 5th keeper. That fills the limit. Thank you, buddy. These bass must be just buried in the grass offshore. Okay, that is 5 keepers. It's always good to get that limit. Need to get one more close to 2 pounds, I think, to meet that 8 pound mark. We're probably pretty close. If we're not there, we're pretty close to that 8 pound mark. Oh wow, that was a small one. Or if he has any big brothers over there. Well, I don't know if that's a big brother. A little bit bigger. He wasn't going anywhere. Believe it or not, that was bigger than the one that just got off. Thank you, buddy. I don't know if there's a pile of them out there or what, but that was back-to-back casts. That sun's starting to come out more, which is definitely going to help our cause get these bass positioned better. Although they seem to be cooperating right now. I think that's going to give us a few more ounces, which I could take all the help I can get right now. 1 pound 5 ounces. It's a small coal. That's a coal. 1 pound 5 ounces. Thank you, buddy. Hopefully he has some more buddies out there. That's the one we needed. Oh man, he's mad. Making a beeline for deeper water. That's definitely gonna help the cause. He's mad. That ought to go 2 pounds. It's skinny, probably about 17 inches or so, maybe even 18, probably closer to 18. Hopefully over 2. That's really going to help if it's over 2. All right, 2 pounds 5 ounces. That is really going to help. I think that just gave us another pound. That's a solid fish. Thank you, buddy. Those 2 to 3 pounders are going to go a long way for today's bag. I'm happy that I finally found another 2+ pounder. That's going to put us well into the 8 pounds. I'm losing track, but we may be north of 9 now. If we catch another 2 pounder, maybe close to 10 pounds. Okay, it's gonna be like another 2 pounder. He choked that. Zeroed out. Yep, 2 pounds 1 ounce. Awesome. All right, a little over a 2 pounder. Another one on the speed worm offshore. Thank you, buddy. Okay, another 2 pounder. That is awesome. Last cast. All right, that's another one for the books. Another good day of fishing. Alrighty, everyone, trip is over. You saw it in the last 30 minutes. We were able to catch those two 2+ pounders, and they were able to get us into that 10-pound range, which means we had a pretty good day of fishing. I knew that 12 pounds was a big ask for this lake, only fishing in the morning, but I wanted to challenge myself, and we were able to get over 10 pounds, which is a pretty good bag for just fishing in the morning. So our best 5 over 10 pounds, I'll take that. We were able to land like 10, 11 bass, most of them hugging that offshore grass line with our side imaging, paralleling with that speed worm. So if you're not hugging the offshore grass lines this time of year with your side imaging, I definitely would try that. It is an awesome technique. But as always, I appreciate you watching. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the channel out a great deal. Appreciate y'all watching. I'll catch you in the next one.